Hello and welcome, my name is Alison. Today we are going to be doing some strength and balance exercises. You do need a strong sturdy chair for this session. It is a beginner's session and all these exercises we do today can be performed in and around your house. We are going to work for 5 repetitions. If you can't manage 5, start with 2, that's fine. We'll do a couple of sessions at 2 and work up to 3 to 4 and then 5 repetitions. Once you've completed 5, the aim then is to work up to 8. When you've successfully completed 8 repetitions, you can then move on to the intermediate session. Before we start, we need to make sure that the area we are exercising is clear from any clutter. So that includes rugs. So we need to move all that out of the way. So where you are seated, that space around you is totally clear of any obstructions. Get a drink, have a glass of water to hand, and please drink if you need to. It's so important that we stay hydrated when we exercise. So with all that in mind, shall we begin? So we need to be seated and we need to get into our working position. Now your working position is just past halfway of your chair. I do understand some people will feel this uncomfortable sitting in that position, so use the backrest of the chair. That's what it's there for, so do sit back. I want you to take a moment and glance down at your feet. So we need the feet to be hip distance. So we're looking from the ankle to the knee in nice alignment, and from the knee to the hip in nice alignment. This is what we call a good basis stance. This is so beneficial, especially if you go into a standing position for seated. It'll help stabilise your body and maintain balance. Moving up the body, I want you to think about drawing in your belly button ever so slightly and just lifting up out those hips. There's your core engaged. Moving up again, can you roll the shoulders and glide the shoulder blades down for me? Tuck your chin in. Top of the head, your crown. Think about your crown floating up to that ceiling. Think long, think tall. So just to recap, feet to hip distance, great basis stance. Knee to hip, nice alignment. Into the core area, we've lifted up, we've drawn in the belly button. Shoulders roll, glide them down. Chin tucks in. It's your posture check. Please feel free again to sit back into that chair. This can be uncomfortable for some people if you're not used to sitting in this position. So please sit back. Over time you will become used to sitting in this position as you become stronger and a little bit fitter. So from there we're going to take it to a march. So we're going to start with our legs first. So we're just clearing the floor with our feet. This is a nice soft landing. We're looking for a toe heel action. We're only doing a few of these. We're going to pause here. We're going to add some arms, no legs. So we'll fix the elbow and the movement comes from the shoulder. And pause. Can we combine those 2 exercises together? Don't worry if you can't. Please just go with the legs or the arms. So it's going to look like this. You join in whenever you're ready. So just do the legs if you need to. If the legs are getting a little bit tired, because this can be challenging on your big quadricep muscles here. So if the legs are getting tired, pause and just do the arms. Just a few more repetitions. The purpose of the warm-up is to promote circulation and warm the muscles up for the work ahead. Last one and hold. And just roll those shoulders for me. Your next exercise is some neck movements. Just watch first, don't go yet. Shoulders away from the ears. Lift it up nice and tall. Just going to look over to the left shoulder, back to centre, and over to the right. You're looking straight ahead at that direction as you turn. So what this does, if you've got quite a bit muscle tension, it will help relieve muscle tension in the neck and the shoulders. And also, if any of you guys drive and you're looking over your shoulder, this will help make that a lot easier. Okay, so from this position, we're just going to look over to the left shoulder. Looking straight ahead, back to centre, and over to the opposite side. So if you can manage only 2 or 3, that is perfectly fine. Work to what you're comfortable with. Relax the shoulders, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, and moving through the neck area. So can you give me 2 more, please? Back to centre. And pause. We're going to take it back just to a little march. Either the legs or the arms, perfectly fine. Do whatever you're comfortable with, and you're working at your pace. So we're just going to hold it there. Please watch, don't go yet. We're going to add some trunk twists. Just going to fold the arms, take the arms slightly away from the body. Again, lift up out the hips. We're going to twist to the left. Back to centre, and we are going to go over to the opposite side. And relax. You can keep the hands low if you wish, if that's a little bit uncomfortable for you. Purpose of that is to mobilise your middle back and your upper back, and again it does help if you need to turn and look over that shoulder as well. It's so important we keep nice and mobile. So with me, folded the arms, or rest the hands on the thighs, belly buttons engaged, pulled in, cores engaged, and we're just twisting to the left. Let the head and neck follow the alignment of the spine and bring it back to centre. Over to the opposite side. And back to centre. And again, twist. This should feel quite nice. Always work to your range of movement. We're keeping this going. And you work on progressing that range of movement. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. We don't want to rush this exercise. Can you give me 2 more? Head and neck follows the alignment of the spine. And the last one, back to centre, relax. Give those shoulders a roll for me, and to a little march. Hold it there. I'm going to work into the ankle to help promote ankle mobility, reduce stiffness, and to help strengthen those muscles around the ankle and promote walking. So just going to raise the foot off the floor. We're just going to point and flex, point and flex. Don't worry if you hear a few crackles in that ankle. Please lower the foot closer to the floor if you need to. 1 more, and we're going to switch legs. So lift that leg slightly, foot slightly off the floor, and point and flex, point and flex, and again point and flex, point and flex. Lovely work. Back to centre. So marching on the spot, that's your warm-up complete. Please take this opportunity to have a rest if you need to. This is optional. You don't have to do these marches. You rest whenever you need to. That's perfectly fine. So we're going to add some arm circles. Just watch first. I'm working at my range of movement. So when you're ready, join in with me, please. So taking it up to your range and down. Please feel free to go a little bit higher if you feel comfortable doing so. This strengthens the shoulder and works on mobility. So very important to us. 1 more, last one. And a little bit of a march here. Remember, this is optional. You have a break if you need to. And we're just going to hold it there. Lovely work. Your next exercise is a knee strengthener. Just watch and I'll demonstrate. Please don't go yet. I'm going to slide the foot back slightly, think about my posture, and bring the leg through to where you're comfortable. Slight bend in the knee as you bring the leg through. So when you're ready, let's take the leg back, ever so slightly if you can to your range. Bring the leg through, slight bend in the knee, and take it back in, and extend the leg. Feel the quads engaging. But it also works at the hip muscles as well. Got 2 more. Lovely work. And 1 more. And march if you want to. This is optional. Take a break. Okay, hold it there. Opposite leg. We slide it back first to start. Let's extend. Feel those quads firing up. Big muscle groups. And again for 2. And 3. And 4. Last one, team, if you can. 5. Excellent work. And back to a march if you want. And hold it there. We are going to go into a sit to stand exercise. Please don't go yet, just watch. I'm going to move to that chair, just so you get a side view of me. In your working position, feet slightly bent back towards the chair, not too much. Hands on the thighs, or use your chair. We're going to lean slightly forward, push through the heels and stand up. I've got a good base of stance. This keeps me stable throughout the body. We're going to go down nice and slowly. Make sure you feel for the chair on the back of your legs. Bend at the knees, butt goes back, slowly down. Feel for that chair and slowly sit down. Now, if you find that quite challenging, option, lean slightly forward, push into the chair, lift your butt, sit back down. And then you can eventually work on that range of movement. We're aiming for 5 repetitions if we can. So this is really going to work on strengthening the legs and help if you need to bend down, pick stuff up, getting in and out of the car, getting out of your chair as well. So this is a very important exercise. So in our working position, feet hip distance apart, you've got your good base of stance. Draw the heels back slightly, belly buttons pulls in, lean forward, power through the heels and up. Little pump of the feet if you need to get your balance. Feel for the chair on the back of the legs. Slowly bend at the knees, sit your butt back and relax into that chair. And again, we're going again, power up. So we're going to go slow on the way down. This is where you get your strength from. And again, let's power up, cores nicely engaged. And down. Can we manage 2 more? Push through those heels, power up, take your time. Slowly down. And last one. Push through those heels, slowly back down, make sure you feel for that chair, and you can either have a little march or you can rest. That's quite tough, but well done everyone. Hold it there, give the shoulders a roll for me, glide them down, your chin slightly tucked in. We're going to have a little cool down, we're going to add some stretches. So we're going to take one leg forward, we're onto the heel. Hands go on your bent leg, so come with me, belly button in. We're going to lean slightly forward, keeping your chest lifted, chin up. Now you should feel it in the back of the leg. Team, don't worry, if you only can get that range, that's perfectly fine. If that's enough for you to feel the hamstring fired up, that's perfectly fine. Shoulders away from the ears. So we're just holding this stretch a little bit longer. Nice deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Walk the hands back, lift up out the hips, push the heel away, curl the toes in, and feel the stretch in the calf muscle. Holding it there. Now what do these 2 exercises help with? If you've got to bend over, put your socks on, put your shoes on, you're going to find that starts to get a little bit easier. Hold it. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring it in, opposite leg, let's take it out. Hands on the bent leg. Pause engage, lean forward from the hip to your range. Chest lifted, chin lifted. Feel a nice stretch at the back of the legs and your hamstrings. Holding it a bit longer. Breathing in and breathing out. Walk the hands back. Push the heel away. Curl those toes in and feel that stretch into the calf muscle. Lovely work. Just holding it for a little bit longer. We want to aim to hold for 20 seconds if we can. But you hold for as long as you're comfortable with this stretch. Draw the foot in, breathe in, and exhale slowly out through the mouth. Breathe in, exhale slowly. One more time, nice breath in, and exhale slowly. Fantastic work, you're all done. I look forward to seeing you later. Bye-bye.